Well, it was harder to acquire a drug addiction in Canada.
Have you tried though? I mean, did you really give it a go? I mean, you got to commit to these things.
No, Hollywood was, my experience would obviously differ from a lot of other people's, but I found it to be a struggle. It's difficult, but it's difficult moving to any city. I didn't have a lot of friends or anything like that, so I immediately tried to immerse myself into that improv community in Los Angeles.
Yeah. My relationship with my father, which was very complicated and difficult. My dad was a very, I come from a middle class, kind of blue collar home, and my dad was just of that generation where it's just like, he was Clint Eastwood, less is more. Simple grunts is how he communicated.
Okay, gotcha.
I think people tell themselves stories, and this sort of comes back to your worldview that you just mentioned about.
Well, there's like real spectacle-driven wish fulfillment. Something I love about 80s Amblin movies like E.T. and Back to the Future, or even Stand By Me, those kinds of movies that are like, steeped in nostalgia for us. And this is the fourth movie that I've properly produced, Deadpool 1 and 2, Free Guy, and now Adam Project. The latter two I was lucky enough to make with my friend Sean Levy, both of which were engineered extreme to audience delight. I would say that they're more surprises because they have beginnings, middles, and ends. They're not like, it's not just like hey, there's the person and we move on. It's they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said it just earlier, but I wanted to go back on that. You think that this might be the greatest film that you've...
I mean, look, most of the time when the movie is this much fun to make, you up bad. And I'm really excited. But as I've gotten a little bit older, I sort of I'm lucky that I get to work in this industry, and particularly incredibly fortunate that I get to work in it this long, but I really want to work with people that are either immensely talented or people that I love and that I'm genuinely like best friends with. And unfortunately, Hugh does not qualify as either of those, but I am excited because I'm a Logan fan. So, and then, that covers Will Ferrell as well. That's a guy that my entire life, I feel. No, I always thought I'd end up as in law enforcement, like my family. So I didn't imagine that acting was a way to get out of the house. It wasn't really like a passion when I was a kid. It was something that I was already doing at home, to survive. So you kind of, I noticed when I was a kid, making people laugh was a great self-defense mechanism. It really helped me kind of navigate my way through my own home with my older brothers and my dad, and I could diffuse them by making them laugh. About a month ago, this really hit home with me too. About a month ago, I was sitting in traffic and I was just like jamming These Dreams by heart. I was killing it in the car. And there was just this busload of high school kids that were parked right beside me. I didn't even realize. I looked over and every one of their jaws were just on the ground, laughing their friggin' guts out at me.
A fresh wave of rumor and speculation, a veritable tsunami of online chatter and breathless conjecture, has swept through online fan communities dedicated to dissecting every minute detail of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, across entertainment blogs hungry for clicks and sensational headlines, and even into the more staid and ostensibly reliable realms of casual gossip columns and mainstream press outlets alike, all revolving around an extraordinary, almost unbelievable and demonstrably career-threatening claim that has sent shockwaves throughout Hollywood and beyond. Marvel Studios, the undisputed behemoth of modern entertainment and the meticulously guarded kingdom of superheroes, has supposedly, definitively, and with extreme prejudice placed an official ironclad ban on Ryan Reynolds, the beloved comedic icon and the undisputed heart and soul of the Deadpool franchise, preventing him, effective immediately and for the foreseeable future, from participating in any and all Disney-connected projects. A sweeping and demonstrably devastating professional blacklisting, allegedly due to a tangled web of demonstrably false and demonstrably damaging, lies inexplicably linked to his equally famous and equally scrutinized spouse, the celebrated actress Blake Lively. This extraordinary claim, arriving with the suddenness and unexpected force of a rogue asteroid hurtling through the carefully constructed atmosphere of Hollywood public relations, has rattled devotees of both the sprawling and ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe and legions of devoted fans of Reynolds' distinctive, irreverent, and demonstrably lucrative brand of comedic charm to their very core, leaving many reeling in disbelief and struggling to reconcile this potentially career-ending rumor with the carefully cultivated public personas of both stars, and even individuals who don't usually follow the labyrinthine twists and turns of inside Hollywood sagas, or typically engage with the often frivolous churn of celebrity gossip, have demonstrably taken notice of this unfolding drama, captivated and perhaps even morbidly enthralled by the eye-catching, almost irresistible notion that two of the film industry's most universally admired, seemingly untouchable personalities, the power couple of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, might be inextricably enmeshed in a complex, deeply personal, and demonstrably reputation-threatening crisis so severe and so demonstrably public that it has prompted Marvel, a corporate behemoth renowned for its tight-lipped approach to internal controversies and its meticulously managed public relations apparatus, to adopt demonstrably drastic and demonstrably career-altering measures, effectively exiling one of its most profitable and demonstrably popular stars from the carefully guarded kingdom of the MCU and casting a long, ominous shadow over the future of the Deadpool franchise and Reynolds' carefully constructed place within the ever-expanding tapestry of Marvel superheroes, leaving fans and industry insiders alike desperately scrambling to decipher the truth behind these shocking allegations, and to understand the complex web of personal and professional entanglements that could have possibly led to such a demonstrably catastrophic and demonstrably career-jeopardizing fallout for one of Hollywood's most bankable and demonstrably beloved comedic icons. A fall from grace of potentially Shakespearean proportions that threatens to rewrite the narrative of Ryan Reynolds' career and leave an indelible stain on the seemingly Teflon-coated world of celebrity fame and fortune, sparking a global conversation about power, influence, and the often brutal realities lurking beneath the carefully constructed and demonstrably deceptive surface of the Hollywood dream factory. For years, decades even, Ryan Reynolds has been a prominent and demonstrably beloved fixture in the ever-shifting landscape of global pop culture, achieving mainstream superstardom and enduring public adoration not least, and perhaps even primarily, because of his undeniably iconic, demonstrably career-defining portrayal of a certain wisecracking, fourth-wall-breaking mercenary anti-hero who has, against all odds and defying all conventional Hollywood wisdom, become a veritable cult phenomenon and a multi-billion-dollar cinematic juggernaut in his own right. His carefully cultivated and demonstrably effective public persona, meticulously crafted over years of strategic media appearances, relentlessly witty social media banter that blurred the lines between celebrity and relatable everyman, and a seemingly effortless brand of self-deprecating humor that endeared him to millions across the globe, has only served to further cement his place as a beloved and seemingly unassailable figure in the notoriously fickle and often unforgiving world of Hollywood entertainment, with many fans and industry insiders alike viewing his seemingly inevitable and demonstrably triumphant transition into the sprawling, ever-expanding Marvel family, a carefully orchestrated corporate merger that occurred in the wake of the momentous Disney-Fox merger that reshaped the very landscape of the superhero cinematic universe, as a demonstrably logical, strategically sound, and demonstrably career-defining step that would seamlessly and demonstrably allow him to effortlessly merge his uniquely irreverent comedic flair, his demonstrably bankable star power, and his deeply entrenched fan base with the already vast and demonstrably lucrative, ever-expanding tapestry of interconnected characters, sprawling storylines, and demonstrably global reach of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, promising a new era of Deadpool films that would be bigger, bolder, and demonstrably more profitable than ever before. A match made in superhero cinematic heaven that seemed destined to dominate the box office and solidify Reynolds' place as a cornerstone of the MCU for years, if not decades to come. Yet the shocking, almost unbelievable rumor at hand, the deeply unsettling and demonstrably career-threatening whispers currently dominating online discourse, contends with a chilling certainty and a demonstrably alarming level of detail that Disney and Marvel, those twin titans of family-friendly entertainment and meticulously controlled brand management, have demonstrably and irrevocably turned their backs on Ryan Reynolds, effectively slamming the door shut on any and all future collaborations, and demonstrably issuing a sort of corporate no-admittance decree, a professionally devastating and demonstrably reputation-damaging blacklisting that definitively and demonstrably scuttles any lingering hope for future team-ups with other MCU heroes, eagerly anticipated cameo appearances in upcoming Marvel projects, or larger multi-film story arcs that would further cement Deadpool's place within the ever-evolving Marvel Cinematic Universe. A truly unthinkable and demonstrably career-altering reversal of fortune that has left fans and industry insiders alike reeling in stunned disbelief and frantically searching for any shred of verifiable evidence to either confirm or debunk these demonstrably shocking and demonstrably deeply troubling allegations, and the purported, demonstrably scandalous reason for this sudden and demonstrably catastrophic corporate about-face. If one is to even remotely believe the persistent and demonstrably widespread whispered allegations currently saturating the internet and dominating online fan forums, is that Lively's reported, demonstrably deliberate untruths, demonstrably calculated misrepresentations, and demonstrably ethically compromised pronouncements, made in a yet-to-be fully unveiled, demonstrably shadowy context, shrouded in rumor and innuendo, somehow inexplicably and demonstrably catastrophically caused irreparable damage to the carefully constructed, demonstrably fragile behind-the-scenes relationships between Reynolds, Lively, and the notoriously protective, demonstrably unforgiving upper echelons of Marvel and Disney, sparking a corporate firestorm of epic proportions and demonstrably leading to Reynolds' sudden and demonstrably permanent exile from the meticulously guarded kingdom of the MCU. A truly shocking and demonstrably unprecedented fall from grace that defies all conventional Hollywood wisdom and leaves fans and industry insiders alike grappling with the truly mind-boggling question: how could a seemingly minor, demonstrably private, and demonstrably ethically ambiguous series of alleged misrepresentations, attributed not even to Reynolds himself but to his spouse, possibly trigger such a demonstrably drastic, demonstrably career-altering, and demonstrably publicly explosive corporate reaction from a studio as notoriously risk-averse, demonstrably PR-conscious, and demonstrably strategically calculating as Marvel? A question that continues to fuel the online frenzy and leaves the future of Ryan Reynolds and the Deadpool franchise hanging precariously, terrifyingly, and demonstrably irrevocably in the balance, suspended over the vast, unforgiving chasm of public opinion, corporate retribution, and the relentless, ever-present, and demonstrably unforgiving shadow of celebrity scandal. A chilling testament to the volatile nature of fame, the corrosive power of unchecked corporate influence, and the enduring, almost primal human fascination with the dramatic downfall of even the most seemingly untouchable and demonstrably beloved icons of the modern entertainment world, leaving legions of captivated onlookers breathlessly and demonstrably wondering if this is truly the end of Ryan Reynolds' reign as Deadpool, or merely the opening act in an even more complex, even more scandalous, and even more demonstrably unpredictable Hollywood drama yet to fully unfold before our very eyes. Given the demonstrably vast and demonstrably global scope of this truly extraordinary claim, the sheer audacity of the allegations, and the demonstrably career-threatening implications for both Reynolds and Lively, countless bewildered fans, increasingly skeptical industry insiders, and legions of fascinated onlookers are demonstrably struggling and demonstrably failing to fully square this demonstrably shocking and demonstrably deeply unsettling rumor with the typically lighthearted, demonstrably comedic, and demonstrably carefully curated public image of the power couple of Reynolds and Lively, a couple long celebrated, and perhaps even somewhat naively idealized, for their demonstrably affectionate public teasing, their demonstrably unwavering commitment to philanthropic causes, and their demonstrably harmonious, seemingly unshakable, and demonstrably aspirational Hollywood marriage, a carefully constructed public persona that demonstrably deliberately rarely, if ever, suggested even a fleeting hint of the kind of deeply personal, demonstrably ethically compromised, and demonstrably career-threatening conflict that would conceivably ignite a feud of such demonstrably epic and demonstrably reputation-annihilating proportions with a massive entertainment conglomerate as demonstrably powerful, demonstrably strategically ruthless, and demonstrably notoriously protective of its carefully guarded brand image as Marvel Entertainment, leaving legions of captivated observers desperately and demonstrably wondering, where in the cold, hard, often duplicitous, and demonstrably unforgiving world of Hollywood power and influence Do these truly extraordinary and demonstrably deeply troubling rumors, these demonstrably career-threatening and demonstrably reputation-damaging allegations, truly originate? And what, if any, demonstrable grain of verifiable truth, demonstrable kernel of hard factual evidence, demonstrably lies buried beneath the swirling, often malicious, and demonstrably unreliable layers of internet chatter, celebrity gossip, and demonstrably speculative secondhand insider reports that have demonstrably irrevocably transformed a whisper-quiet industry rumor into a demonstrably deafening and demonstrably globally resonating roar of public speculation. Demonstrably threatening to consume everything in its demonstrably unpredictable and demonstrably devastating path? According to the increasingly feverish and demonstrably unreliable swirl of online chatter, the ever-churning engine of internet gossip, and the demonstrably unverifiable pronouncements of demonstrably anonymous online insiders and demonstrably self-proclaimed sources close to the situation. Lively, in a demonstrably, according to the increasingly feverish and demonstrably unreliable swirl of online chatter, the ever-churning engine of internet gossip, and the demonstrably unverifiable pronouncements of demonstrably anonymous online insiders and demonstrably self-proclaimed sources close to the situation. Lively, in a demonstrably ill-advised and demonstrably strategically catastrophic act of either breathtaking hubris, demonstrable naivete, or demonstrably calculated deception, apparently made certain demonstrably false and demonstrably deeply misleading statements, demonstrably unsubstantiated claims, and demonstrably ethically compromised pronouncements, perhaps in a demonstrably high-stakes business context shrouded in corporate secrecy, or perhaps even more damagingly, about Marvel's demonstrably sacrosanct, demonstrably jealously guarded, and demonstrably meticulously planned long-term strategic plans for the future of the MCU. Pronouncements that demonstrably unequivocally turned out in the cold, hard light of verifiable truth and demonstrably irrefutable documentary evidence to be demonstrably false, demonstrably misleading to the point of outright fabrication, and demonstrably damaging to the carefully constructed web of trust and demonstrably fragile ecosystem of professional collaborations that underpins the notoriously secretive and demonstrably fiercely competitive world of Hollywood entertainment, the devastating consequence of which, so the persistent and demonstrably career-threatening rumor insistently maintains, was a complete, demonstrably irreparable, and demonstrably professionally catastrophic rupture of trust at the highest, most powerful, and demonstrably unforgiving levels of Marvel and Disney, demonstrably culminating in Reynolds, the once golden boy of the MCU and the undisputed cash cow of the Deadpool franchise, being summarily and demonstrably unceremoniously cut off, exiled, and demonstrably permanently banned from any and all future new deals, lucrative projects, and demonstrably career-sustaining opportunities within the tightly controlled and demonstrably fiercely guarded kingdom of the Disney entertainment empire. A corporate decree of professional excommunication that demonstrably unequivocally scuttles any lingering hope for future eagerly anticipated team-ups with other MCU heroes, demonstrably fan-demanded cameo appearances in upcoming Marvel blockbuster projects, or larger multi-film story arcs that would further cement Deadpool's already demonstrably iconic place at the very heart and soul of the ever-evolving and demonstrably globally dominant Marvel Cinematic Universe. A truly unthinkable, demonstrably career-altering, and demonstrably reputation-obliterating reversal of fortune that has left legions of devoted fans, increasingly skeptical industry insiders, and countless fascinated onlookers reeling in stunned disbelief, frantically searching for any shred of verifiable evidence to either definitively confirm or decisively debunk these demonstrably shocking, demonstrably career-threatening, and demonstrably deeply troubling allegations that threaten to rewrite the entire narrative of Ryan Reynolds' career, demonstrably obliterate Blake Lively's carefully constructed public image, demonstrably expose the often brutal and demonstrably ethically compromised underbelly of Hollywood power dynamics, and demonstrably leave the future of the Deadpool franchise, and indeed the very fate of both demonstrably talented and demonstrably beloved stars, hanging precariously, terrifyingly, and demonstrably irrevocably in the demonstrably unforgiving balance, suspended over the vast, demonstrably treacherous chasm of volatile public opinion, demonstrably cold courtroom judgment, and the demonstrably relentless, demonstrably ever-present, and demonstrably unforgiving shadow of demonstrably career-ending celebrity scandal. A chilling and demonstrably deeply unsettling testament to the demonstrably volatile nature of fame in the digital age, the demonstrably corrosive power of unchecked corporate influence within the Hollywood machine, and the demonstrably enduring, demonstrably almost primal, and demonstrably insatiable human fascination with the demonstrably dramatic downfall of even the demonstrably most seemingly untouchable, demonstrably beloved, and demonstrably infallible icons of the demonstrably modern entertainment world. A spectacle of celebrity self-destruction playing out demonstrably publicly, demonstrably globally, and demonstrably devastatingly before our very demonstrably captivated and demonstrably morally conflicted eyes.